Ah, yes, the weekend is upon us, and Nick at Night has your solution to your early weekend blues. First off, let's kick it off with Weeknight Update with Ellie Muller, with comedy, music, fun, and Fabrice LeWolf, aka Walkable 10, Emmanuel Gaffey, and Kyle McKay animations. How about that, huh? Fabrice, what else do we have for everybody?
After tonight's Weeknight Update episode, let's have a talk about Dave Passions and his wonderful poems. I bet he has studied literature at school, but we will get to find out pretty soon. And to wrap tonight's program up, let our newest member, Colonel McKay, show off some clips of his original characters. That way, we hope that you will get to know him better.
Alright. I can dig it. I can totally dig it. That's all still to come on Nick at Night, your TV station with all the feels. I don't know what that means, but you know what I mean. Hey, you want a late night show that caters to your needs? A show that is whimsical, silly, and fun? Well, you're not going to get it anywhere else, so here is Weeknight Update. Here we go. It's going to be fun and it's going to be adventurous, so let's go. From the YouTube Dojo, home of some of the best books that Jeff Kinneay has ever written, it's Weeknight Update with Ellie Muller. And now, man who believes that Jeff Kinneay's career wasn't so wimpy after all, Mr. Ellie Kinneay Muller. Welcome to Weeknight Update. I am Ellie Kinneay Muller with Summer Grasshoppers. Alright, Baby on Creations, thanks for the theme song. Diamond.Cammy, thanks for the the bumpers, and Fabrice LeWolf, aka Walkable, and thanks for the previews. Now, speaking of Diamond.Cammy and Fabrice LeWolf, aka Walkable, and they're both Shoutout Spotlight winners. One deals with artwork, the other one deals with artwork, singing, and all that, the jazz. Spike Spider-Can has some fan edits. Emmanuel Gaffey has some singing covers. Fredoku has some animations and things like that. Sade also has some animations as well. Kyle McKay Animation has some animations. Oh my goodness. And of course, Rebecca K. and Nathan A. Sagwart, X3DV Studios had some streams and maybe a few Reddit stories. And Plum K2 exclamation mark has some a game show tales for everyone. Alright. Oh my goodness. And there was see and hear some of those people on the show tonight. Especially during the ending experiment. So be sure you take a look at the entire show. Meantime, I must ask, what's up? What's up with Jeff Kinneay, a man who is responsible for making our childhood days a little less wimpy? You may know where I'm going with this, but this goes further than any song by a random post-2009 group, okay? So stay with us, okay? Now, he was a newspaper cartoonist before he started writing the Diary of a Wimpy Kid books. Wow. How can that be wimpy? Now, look at this. You need to look at this, okay? And listen to this, okay? He is going to publish his 16th Diary of a Wimpy Kid book in October. 16th Diary of a Wimpy Kid book. That's huge. I mean, wow, 16 books. I mean, if he goes any further, then it'll probably be at Wimpy Kid Library. No pun intended. Well, some of the puns are intended. Have been intended. Whatever, I don't know. I'm sorry. What do I know? I mean, seriously. Anyway, I think it's time for us to say hello to the punching bag one more time. We haven't seen him in a long time. Let's see what he has to say this time. Here we go. And now, a few words from our punching bag. We haven't seen him in a long time. Hey, I'm still here. It's been a long time. Now, we're talking about famous author and artist Jeff Kinneay, who's responsible for doing the Diary of a Wimpy Kid books. I gotta say, he has been through a lot, but he is still pretty cool, if you ask me. Actually, totally cool, if you ask me. Thank you, Mr. Kinney, for changing the way that we think about books. Wow. Punching Bag never lost his style, did he? He still got it. He still got it. Now, MP, it's your turn to shine because it's time for the top 8 list. Let's see where we're going with this, huh? Okay, MP, what's the category? Today's category, top 8 things that Jeff Kinneay might write about after he's done with the Wimpy Kid series. Number 8, computers. Number 7, armpits. Number 6, fish. Number 5, sweat. Number 4, elephants. Number 3, donkeys. Number 2, skunks. And number 1, hair. Now, who would buy a book about hair? I don't know, but we all have it. Well, most of us have hair, right? Thank you, MP. We'll be right back with another episode of the Hall of Wonders, and also coming up some talking time and a special segment during the ending experiments. You're watching Weeknight Update, and now here it is, your Vine of the Night.
Can I have some?
The girls want it. The guys want it. Every night, all night, we want it. Gotta have it. Weeknight.
If you've had it with the rising cost of carpeting, here's good news. Empire makes it easy for you to get the good carpeting you want at a price you can afford. Empire has carpeting from $6.95 a yard, and that's not all. That $6.95 includes polyfoam padding and professional installation. And that's not all. You don't even have to leave your house. Just call Empire at 588-2300 and you can see samples in your home tonight. And even that's not all. You'll have delivery within days and credit terms too, with no installment payments for 60 days. Now, is that all? Nope. If you buy 2 rooms or more, you get this Bissell rug shampooer free from Empire. So call Empire. You'll get carpeting from $6.95 a yard installed with padding, delivery in just days, credit terms, no installment payments for 60 days, and a free shampooer. From Empire, the Carpet King.
588-2300 Empire.
That's all.
Mr. Edward Scott and the boys! Yes, yes, yes! How you doing tonight, Ed? I'm doing alright. How about yourself, man? I'm doing groovy tonight. It's a big night. Oh, yeah. We got something special planned during the ending experiments. Oh, yes, we do. And Fred Oku and Sade have something important for everyone. But, by the way, please forgive me for saying your name wrong, Sade. I know it's Sade, not Sadie. I just, I got a little nuts. Please forgive me for, in advance what you're about to hear during the experiments. But, what can you do? Hey! It's time for, is it the big Hall of Wonders episode that I've been hearing about? Yes! With the help of Karaoke Animations and Emmanuel Gaffey and Fabrizio J.K. Walkable 10. So let's get it over with and see where we're at, huh?
Disclaimer. This program is just a mere parody of the classic E program Talk Soup. Please don't sue us. Our bosses don't have enough money.
This program also contains a second-degree humor style, so please don't take any jokes about tonight's topic too seriously. With that being said, please enjoy the show.
Are we going to talk about Jeff Kinneay this morning?
Yep. That's why we're here this morning.
How did that happen?
Well, someone suggested that we talk about him this morning. Yes, also you might want to look at this behind-the-scenes footage of what our crew was doing before we got in.
Or
I
maybe
now
they just
present
stuck
to
their
you
people's
the
blood
kissing of the spiders.
and like, oh, they're kissing. Ew.
Oh, I hope that we will get back to normal soon, dear.
Called kissing. That's just weird.
Let's just kiss and keep the hope alive, baby.
Ew.
Before any of you guys ask, let me tell you this right now. Yes, the Springers were turned into spiders a few days ago.
Wow! That is nuts!
Yes, it is. From Nickelodeon Studios, Nick at Night proudly presents The Hall of Wonders. This morning, interesting jokes and drawings about Jeff Kinneay. Jeff Kinneay's an author, by the way. And now, 3 people who will talk to Jeff Kinneay about his stories after the show. Dave Aladdin, Mr. Tables, and Dave Passions.
Thank you so much. Good morning. Welcome to the Hall of Wonders. Don't worry, this show is actually trying to be funny. Anyway, I'm Dave Aladdin.
I'm Mr. Tables, and I'm a human being who's stuck inside a table.
And I'm Dave Passions. Now I checked this with the Nick at Night executives, and it turns out that I'm the recipient of the Best Quote of the Year award.
Wow! When did that happen?
Just a few months ago. That's why Nick at Night will do a special about me after Weeknight Update this morning.
That's great and all, but we need to talk about Jeff Kinneay right now.
You're right. Here's a drawing about how he went from drawing random stuff in college to being the author of a book series that made everyone smile for over a decade. In college, he drew for his local newspaper, and when he started writing books, critics thought of him as a scraper. Diary of a Wimpy Kid made every kid smile, but let's be honest, he's been writing that book series for a while.
Wow, that is very informative and amusing. Hey, check out this drawing of Jeff Kinneay getting another book ready to go. The 16th installment of Diary of a Wimpy Kid will come out in October, and that leads me to ask one question. How much time does he actually have during the day?
Really? 16 books? That's a lot.
You're telling me.
Okay, here's the bonus drawing. Well, you can say what you want about Jeff Kinneay, but he's still beloved by everyone who has read his books, so you naysayers can just back off and read a couple of his books.
Who's playing a funky song?
Oh, I forgot. We just got this new house band. We call them the Tiny Kids. Then the band leader is the Kind Kid. Oh, Kind Kid.
Hello, Mr. Aladdin. How are you?
I'm fine, thank you. Will you please tell us who are the other members of your band?
I certainly will. I have Cloud Camp, Light Kid, and Ola Loud. Say hello to the gang, everyone.
Hello.
It's so good to meet you all. Wait, how'd you guys get Lola to be in the group?
It's a long story, but she's a great dancer. Also, she and Cloud Kid are in love with one another.
Ah, I see. Well then, please get ready to play some groovy music because we're about to wrap up the show now.
You got it. We will come up with a great song.
Thank you. Well, the show had some great moments this morning. The guards will be coming here in about 9 minutes, and the show finally is a house band. That can only mean that it's time to end it. So, we will see you next week.
Be safe out there.
See you later.
See you later.
Have a good week. The museum is now closed. This has been the Hall of Wonders. Now back to weekly updates. Jeff Kinneay Spectacular. Then stay tuned for a documentary about the Tiny Kids. That's right. That's all still to come on Nick at Night.
Getting freaky on a Friday night yet.
Hey, you guys! The show is over!
You're right.
The Hall of Wonders was that at Nickelodeon Studios in Orlando at Universal Studios Florida.
Hello, Mr. Aladdin. How are you? I certainly will. I have Cloud Kid, Light Kid, and Lola Loud. Say hello to the gang, everyone.
Hello! It's kind of a long story, but she's a great dancer. Also, she and Cloud Kid are in love with one another.
You got it. We'll come up with a great song. See you later. You're right.
Wow, that was exciting. And everybody had a say in it. I mean, everybody had a chance to speak during the whole thing. So that's pretty good. Now, let's have some talking time. Let's talk about it.
Let's talk about it.
Now, Jeff Kinneay, for those of you who may or may not know, is responsible for, you guessed it, the Diary of a Wimpy Kid book series. However, here's something that you may not know. Alright? In college, he was a newspaper cartoonist. And here's something interesting, alright? His comics were often criticized for looking too much like something that a 7th grader would make. Now, to get back at those people, he decided, let's see if I can turn it into a book, which ended up being the Diary of a Wimpy Kid. And then after that, he started covering more of those books. And eventually, it became the world's most widely consumed children's series. And then, if that wasn't enough, check this out. Right? He now owns a bookstore in Massachusetts too. That's crazy, huh? And some of the books. Some of the books include include some characters that might be a little crazy. Some people would think that it's in high regards and things like that, and some people would say that it's too lowbrow. However, one person said that it's actually perfect. Of course, some of the jokes in the books are pretty out there, but if it makes the kids happy and it makes a lot of people happy, then hey, what can you do? Now, he has his 16th book out there. The 16th installment of The Diary of a Wimpy Kid. Coming out on October the 26th. And at the same time, there will also be an animated series based on the original story. So, if you folks remember the movies, then you can tell that it's going to be a good one. Now, of course, it begins after a disastrous field day competition at school for Greg. Greg was feeling depressed, but his mom told him, hey, try again, alright? And then he said, okay, I'll sign up for basketball. But then everything started to turn around, and let's just say he meets some new teammates. He meets some new friends, and well, let's just say that's a pretty crazy book. So when it comes out, make sure that you get it. Alright, I'm serious. Make sure that you go out and get that book, when it comes out. That is it for another installment of this program. Thank you so much for tuning in. And thank you so much for putting up with us. We really appreciate it. Have a good weekend. Enjoy the ending experiments. And watch out for something that Fredoku and Sade made. Okay? watch out for what they have in store, because I'll tell you something, it is amazing. I've seen it before, and it is pretty cool, alright? So, do all that, and come back and see us on Monday, alright? That's news. I'm Outski. Farewell, bye, farewell. Okay, what you're about to see is usually something that's random, crazy, and ridiculous. But this time, we're going to add one more word to that list. Long. Trust me, this time it's going to be pretty long. So, yeah, get ready because it's going to be huge. It's time for the ending experiments. You better not change the thing because this is going to be around for quite a while. Here we go. And now, open your eyes after you've closed your eyes for a little bit. Take my hand because I'm about to take you to interview land. Here are your interviewers for this program. Fredoku and Sadie. Sadie.
Welcome to Interviewland, the show where we interview people in amusement parks.
Yeah.
Today we're at Disneyland in Anaheim, California, and we are going to be asking people their thoughts on Jeff Kinneay and Diary of a Wimpy Kid.
Why?
Hello, sir. What's your name?
Jake.
So, Jake, how do you feel about Jeff Kinneay?
Shh, I'm talking to the ladies, bro.
What ladies are you talking to? I see nobody.
You got me there.
How do you feel about Jeff Kinneay?
What kind of interview is this? I don't know him on a personal level or anything. I mean, I guess he's okay.
Would you kiss Jeff Kinneay on the lips if you had the chance?
No?
Alright. Just making sure.
What is wrong with you?
Hello, mister. Do you like Jeff Kinneay?
I am the Joker.
Do you like Diary of a Wimpy Kid?
I am the Joker, and I love Diary of a Wimpy Kid, so yes, I am the Joker.
What's better, the books or the movies?
The movies.
Why is that?
Because I am the Joker.
Who's your favorite character?
The Joker.
Hi, what's your name?
Albert.
Okay, so Albert, do you like Diary of a Wimpy Kid?
Oh, heck yes.
What do you like about it?
The characters, the relatability, the humor.
Alright, cool. Well, thanks.
Oh, and Greg's mom.
Why her specifically?
She's kinda my waifu. 私は彼のお母さんが大好き。
Hi, what's your name?
John Othen-san?
What?
Okay, John Othen-san? How are you enjoying your day at Disneyland today?
Do you have a few dollars I could borrow? You see, I'm a homeless man.
I do not care.
Well, that's rude.
He's literally lying. I can see the Mercedes keys in his pocket.
Can I still have a few dollars?
So, you're telling me you've never desired to be in a romantic relationship with Jeff Kinneay?
Oh my god, kid, please leave me alone.
Come on. You know you want to be in a relationship with Jeff Kinneay.
Who do you work for? They need to fire you.
Cheese touch!
Stop touching me.
So, I have a few issues with society.
Oh my god, no one cares. This interview's about Diary of a Wimpy Kid.
Here's what you don't seem to understand. I'm the Joker.
Okay?
人と一緒にいるために死ぬでしょ。
Okay, you can stop now.
Go man. I get carried away sometimes.
So do you prefer the books or the movies?
I prefer the books more.
How come?
I don't know. I just like manga more. It's one of my favorites next to One Piece.
You know it's not a manga, right? It's a graphic novel.
You're literally lying.
Look, man, I need the money for a new Lambo.
You know actual homeless people exist, and you're just out here begging for a new Lambo.
This is kind of sad. Can we just go back to the Jeff Kinneay questions, please?
Yeah. What is your favorite character from the series, Mr. Jonathanson?
Rowley, because he's fat and plump, just like me.
You worded that in the worst way possible. Okay, guys, guess what time it is? It's quiz time!
If these people can answer the question correctly, they don't get anything. But we're gonna prank them and say they get $1 million.
Let's get started.
First question. What game did Jeff Kinneay create?
Oh, I know. Pop Tropica.
Oh my god, you got it right. You get $1 million.
Yatta!
Psych.
So, you have 5 minutes. Run.
Why did Greg's dad get mad at him in the third movie?
Because Greg was being a little bit of a rebel, kind of like me, the Joker.
What?
Let's just accept the answer and move on. Where was Diary of a Wimpy Kid available before it became a real novel?
Wasn't it on Fun Brain or something? I don't know.
Correct! You win $1 million!
Wow, really?
No, I was kidding!
Oh, well, it doesn't matter anyways. I'm insanely rich. I never needed it.
He is lying.
Hey, I suggest you stop talking now.
I'm sorry. What pet did Manny have?
A pig.
Good job, man. You win $1 million!
Oh my god, really? This is the best day of my
Psych! You got trolled!
Oh my god, bruh, I can't do this anymore. You people, I'm mad!
That was Interviewland, starring Fredoku and Sadie. Taped in, is that right? Anaheim, California? Can we really say that? Can we really say that? Okay, whatever. Back to your regular scheduled programming. Already in progress. Alright, folks, listen. Alright, usually I would do interviews with various objects and things like that, but this is one of those rare occasions where I am actually happy, and lucky enough to interview people. This time I'm interviewing two people at once, Fredoku and Sade. Reason why? Or Sadie, actually, yeah. Reason why is because they just debuted their newest program on Weeknight entitled Interviewland, and I thought, why not interview them? So, here we go, and I hope that you are ready for something interesting, alright?
On a Friday night yet.
First of all, Fredoku, welcome to the program. Thank you so much for joining us. Now, how would you describe your work for the people who are just meeting you for the first time?
Hello, my name is Fredoku, and my friend Sade, who was also working on the show, was supposed to be here, but something happened, so he wasn't able to be here. So it's just me. What's up? Anyways, so the first question asks, how would you describe your work for the people who are just meeting you for the first time? I don't know if work means like the projects that I work on, but if that's what it's referring to, I would describe my work as like not meant to be taken seriously, just goofy for fun. I've never been one to really make serious and deep projects, but I like to make like comedic things.
Interesting. Very interesting story. Now, when did you two first meet?
This is a really good question, because it's actually kind of interesting how it all came about. So, Sade was at the same middle school as me, but I never talked to him. And it wasn't until like there was some video contest hosted by one of his teachers that I knew he existed. And with that video contest, he submitted a stickbot animation, and he plugged his channel at the end of it, and I was like, I gotta subscribe, bro. So I subscribed to him, and then like a few months later, I became really obsessed with this small community of animators, and a lot of them used Flipnote. I saw that one of the animators I really liked did a collaboration with Sid. I was like, yo, what? What? Is that the Sade? And I was really surprised to see him there. So I was like, I got to get in contact with him. I was like, yo, I think I went to your middle school. And he was like, what? Really? And I was like, yeah. So that's how we met. And that was like, I don't know, maybe 3-4 years ago.
Wow. That's pretty amazing. Now, you two went to Disneyland for the first episode of Interviewland. Why do you love Disneyland so much?
Well, I mean, I personally love Disneyland because I really like the atmosphere, and I like all the different places. I don't know. It's just really cool, to be honest, to be, like, in I guess, a place where it, like, I don't know how to describe it, but, like, being able to see it, like, some of the scenery actually be real, like, it's cool. It's like living in a dream. And also, another reason why I love Disneyland is because they got all sorts of people going there. Like, they got the Joker, they got Jake, they got Albert, they got Jonathanson. Like, what reason is there to not love Disneyland?
I see. Now, because they were talking about Jeff Kinneay earlier in the program, how did you find out about Jeff Kinneay's work, and why do you love his work so much?
Well, I personally love Jeff Kinneay's work because he made Diary of a Wimpy Kid. And Diary of a Wimpy Kid was something I used to really like when I was like in elementary school.
Interesting story. Yes. Now, what is your favorite Diary of a Wimpy Kid book? Now, keep in mind that the 16th book is about to come out in about a few months from now.
If I had to pick a favorite Diary of a Wimpy Kid book, I'm going to be honest with you. It has been so long since I've read any of the books. But if I had to pick, I would probably say like either Roderick Rules, and this might be stupid, but I also liked Cabin Fever because the other Diary of a Wimpy Kid books I had were my brother's, and I was like, I want to buy my own. I want to buy my own Diary of a Wimpy Kid book. So I was like, Mom, I want you to get Cabin Fever. So then I was like, that was like the book that was mine, and that's why I like that one also. I don't remember I don't remember the story is good or not, but I hope it was. Otherwise, I'm gonna just look stupid.
Okay, yeah, that's very interesting. You know, I had a lot of comedy and things like that. You know, I personally like the book with the keys touch and things like that. Oh, wait a minute. That was also a movie. But, hey, what can you do? Anyway, now it's no secret that I have a major crush on Sophia Carson. Now, if you didn't know that until now, then please forgive me for not telling you this sooner. Now, do you have crushes on anybody?
I'm gonna be honest with you, I do not have a crush on anybody. But if I had to pick one person, it would be J.K. Simmons.
Okay. Now, you said that you two have been friends, right? How long have you two been friends?
Well, I mean, after I told them, like, hey, I think we went to the same middle school. That kind of started our friendship. So again, that was like 3 to 4 years ago. But we became like really, really, really close. Like, I want to say 2 years ago. And since then, like, he's been one of my closest friends.
I see. Now, since we just talked about Jeff Kinneay on the program, what do you want to talk about next on Weeknight Update? It could be about anything. Go ahead.
Well, what we wanted to do was Minecraft, because for Interviewland, there's a variety of questions we can ask. You'd be like, hey, What's your favorite, shoot. What's your favorite, Minecraft animal and why? Stuff like that. And I don't know, I feel like there's a lot of potential that can come out of it.
Okay, I just hope that the Nick Night executives will allow me to talk about those things. And finally, now that you are on the Weeknight Update team, would you recommend Weeknight Update to your friends?
I already have recommended it. I've been showing all my bros. I was like, yo, you gotta check out the Weeknight Update. I was like, you guys gotta check out like joke chat and stuff. Like, it's crazy and really good. And yeah, but I've been showing it to a few of my friends already, and they like it.
Okay, well, thank you so much for the interview. I can't wait to do more things on this program with you. Of course, they just told me, ladies and gentlemen, by the way, they told me a while back that they can only appear on the show every few months, or every 2 months. So, yeah, that's going to be rather interesting.
Thank you guys for having me here, and stay tuned for the next episode.
We'll see how it all works out. In the meantime, that was the interview. Let's get back to the ending experiments. And have a good weekend, everybody. Thank you.
See you guys. Peace.
Wow. Jeff Kinneay is an established author, but he's also a guy who loves to draw. Well, that's a given, of course, so there you go. Mr. Coin Jar, wouldn't you agree that that was pretty exciting?
Facts.
Jeff Kinneay, a guy who's responsible for writing all 16 of the Diary of a Wimpy Kid books. Well, I gotta say that his writing skills aren't so wimpy. Get the pun, huh? No pun intended. What did we learn? Well, I think we all learned how Jeff Kinneay managed to go from newspaper cartoonist to an author. And we also learned how entertaining his work can be. Well, that's it for another one of these episodes. Now here it is, your musical performance time.
And now, jazzing your stress away, it's the musical performance time.
Well, it's the end of another week, and you know what that means, don't you? Yes, it's musical performance time! And this time, woo-hoo-hoo-hoo, we got a classic one for you. Yep, this classic song will take you back to a time when everything was glorious and groovy. How many of you can remember this classic theme song?
So tune it in and keep on watching Nick at Night. All night, every night.